This week on Council Bluffs News, the proposal to turn Gunn Elementary School into apartments for the elderly and disabled is approved, though not all agree with the ruling. After years of fundraising, one of Council Bluffs' oldest buildings is getting a new roof just in time for winter. See why it still needs your help. And Christmas time is here. We check out how the Canesville Tabernacle and historic General Dodge House are celebrating. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. After 2.5 years of sitting vacant, the decision has been made for Gunn Elementary School to become apartment homes for the elderly and disabled. City Council voted Monday, December 2nd, 4-1 in favor of the proposal that has been on the table for a year.
Any other discussion?
The proposition to turn Gunn Elementary School into apartments for seniors and the disabled is approved.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Selden Company of Omaha came up with a proposal of 46 homes after the school closed in 2011.
It wasn't meeting current standards as far as what the students needed for education.
City Council member Melissa Head voted yes for the remodeling of Gunn School.
In renovating this property, getting it on the tax base again, not having it sit vacant really seemed to be in the best interest for everybody on the community.
Though not all agree, Lynn Brannigan was the only City Council member who voted no.
Certain developments, they may be okay, but they could be better, and Council Bluffs deserves better. So that's what I would like to hold out for is, you know, we deserve very nice, good developments that make sense to the city, to the growth of the city, and they're prudent and beneficial to everyone involved.
Brannigan says development of Gunn School is preferable, but her biggest concern is density.
I would have absolutely supported a development of 35 units.
But Selden Company says the 46 apartments in its proposal is necessary for the project to go forward.
You need to have a certain number of units to essentially make the project pay for itself.
Selden plans to build 18 one- and two-bedroom apartments, plus a community room inside Gunn School. In addition, a new building with 28 apartments will be built where the playground is.
Without a doubt, there is a great demand for this type of housing within Council Bluffs, serving this population at these incomes.
As of right now, taxpayers pay for maintenance of the building. And if anything were to happen inside of it, such as a fire or injury of a person, taxpayers would have to pay for that too.
Ultimately, with that piece of property back on the tax rolls, you know, the taxpayer and the community as a whole wins. I just hope that the density doesn't cause a problem.
Head believes with previous activity in the area, it won't be a concern.
When you compared the fact that it was a school before and you had a lot of traffic every day with the school, it seemed reasonable.
And Vice President of Affordable Housing Development with Selden Company, Michael Follison, believes the city will enjoy the new development.
This project will be a property that they'll be proud of in the end.
Selden Company plans to start the renovation of Gunn School July 1st of 2014, with leasing opportunities starting in June of 2015. The historic Squirrel Cage Jail is currently undergoing repairs to fix damage caused by the 2011 hailstorm. IWTV student Sean Crawford has more.
To keep history intact, it needs to be maintained.
We're going to go ahead and replace the whole roof, stop the internal leaking.
Due to weather damage that has happened over time, the Squirrel Cage Jail in Council Bluffs is getting the shingles on its roof replaced, rather than just patching the damaged spots.
If we had just done the patch jobs, that's only going to fix what was done in that 2011 storm. But all the prior storms and all the leaks that we had before that, the roof is still going to leak.
The roof is original from the late 1800s and is made out of a slate material, but due to cost and effectiveness, slate is not the best option.
If we went with a slate roof, we are talking at least $250,000 just for the roof. I mean, every time we have a hailstorm, if we replaced with slate, it would just bust it up again.
The new material is eco-friendly and less than half the cost of slate.
The new roof's a $97,000 roof. It is an EcoStar sustainable product that Stonebrook Roofing will put on. It comes with a 50-year warranty. It'll handle our winds. It'll handle the hail.
The roof is just the start of the repairs that need to be done at the jail. There's plenty of interior damage that needs to be fixed as well.
In the kitchen, in the office, warden's apartments, women's section, places like that, it is lath and plaster. So the water damage has damaged the lath and plaster inside, and that's the big concern with the interior.
Since the project is costly, the Squirrel Cage Jail is taking donations and holding events to raise money. However, they are still short on funds. So, in order to get the new roof before winter, they had to take out a loan from Frontier Savings Bank.
They have graciously stepped forward and said, yeah, it's important. It's a historical building. It's one of the most fascinating places in Council Bluffs. It definitely needs to be done. So we're able to do it this winter.
But this loan is short term, so the Historical Society still needs donations, which are accepted at the Historical Society of Pottawatomie County at P.O. Box 2, Council Bluffs, Iowa 51502, or at Frontier Savings Bank on Valley View Drive. Walk-in donations are also accepted at the Squirrel Cage Jail and Rails West Museum. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Sean Crawford.
Another way to contribute to the jail is to head over there on December 21st from 2 to 6 p.m. to get a picture taken with zombie claws. The cost is only $5 per person. Now for news around the Bluffs, sponsored by Mr. Ed's Flagpole Company of Council Bluffs, right off Valley View Drive between Madison Avenue and Highway 92. The options are limitless when it comes to making a gingerbread house, and you won't see the same one twice at the Canesville Tabernacle's 9th annual Christmas Gingerbread House display. From houses to towns and even the island of misfit toys, more than 100 houses are inspired by this year's theme of A Child's Christmas.
You're going to love the house that's made with, you can see the windows made from candy, and you can see the light shining through it. They're gorgeous. When you look at the theme of A Child's Christmas, we have a skating rink, we have a whole Christmas village, we have castles and dragons, we have SpongeBob, there's Santa with his sleigh and all the reindeer, there are elephants and a cowboy, and it's amazing what people have come up with. There's a lot of creativity that goes into these Christmas decorations.
Girl Scouts, kids, and families create the houses for this showing. One the Church of Christ and Latter-day Saints says is how it's able to show its appreciation to the community. The historic General Dodge House is all decorated for the Christmas season. Sunday, December 8th, organizers welcome the public to spend a day with the Dodges, where people tour the home where the famous general once lived in the 1800s.
It's basically a way to let people know a little bit more about the family. It just brings some new life into the home, into the bedrooms, into the parlor, the kitchen.
Volunteers dressed up in characters who either lived in the house or were important to General Dodge. July Miles was General Dodge's personal porter, an escaped slave who served on the Union side in the Civil War.
I've worked with him as he travels and helps build the railroad across this great country.
This is the 7th annual day with the Dodges. It's the first time the carriage house has been open to the public for this occasion. That's where General Dodge's chauffeur awaits to take him where he needs to go. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, these furry friends need a loving home. Check them out in Pets of the Week. Also, we'll show you a local business that will put a smile on young kids' faces and possibly bring out the kid in you. We'll be right back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank. Hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Get your ass. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Welcome back. Time now for Pets of the Week. Sponsored by Mad Cow Paintball of Louisville, Nebraska.
Hi, my name is Misty Bino, and I'm a volunteer with Solus, support our local animal shelter. This is Buddy. Buddy is a Lhasa Poo, a Lhasa Apso poodle mix, about 3 years old. He was surrendered here to the shelter because he is just too much energy for his previous owner. And despite his calm now, he has a lot of energy. If you are interested in adopting Buddy, his file number is 2297. This is Stacia. Stacia is a black lab mix between 1 and 2 years old. She was found as a stray on the 1900 block of South 9th Street, and she seems like she's a very sweet girl, and she appears to be potty trained because she keeps her kennel very clean. If you are interested in adopting Stacia, her file number is 2220. And with the winter months approaching, it's going to be getting very cold outside, so make sure that if you have any outdoor housing for your dogs that you use straw instead of bedding, because bedding can become soiled and frozen to the ground. And also make sure that you have some type of heated water bowl so they have a fresh water supply. The best way to keep your pets safe this holiday season is to bring them inside. This is Josie. Josie was found as a stray on the 600 block of South 4th Street. We think she's about 2 years old, and she is a domestic long hair gray kitty, and she is actually also front declawed. So if you are interested in adopting Josie, her file number is 2157. These are 2 orange tabby kittens, 2 of many that we have at the shelter right now. This is Jingle, he's a male, and this is Belle, and she's a female, and they are about 8 weeks old. They were left here at the shelter. Their file numbers are 2333, and Belle's is 2332. And if you are interested in adopting an animal from the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter, they all come spay or neutered, preliminary vaccinations, a rabies vaccination, flea and tick treatment, a feline leukemia test for cats, a heartworm test for dogs, a microchip, and a city pet license if you live in the area. So if you are interested in any of the animals you've seen today, you can come down to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter at 2821 South 15th Street here in Council Bluffs. And have a Merry Christmas.
Hi, my name is Linda Robichaud, and I'm the Member Engagement Specialist for the Council Bluffs Chamber of Commerce. Council Bluffs continues to enjoy a growing economy, new construction, new jobs, and an ever-improving quality of life. The Chamber, through its membership, is dedicated to ensure this growth continues. Here is a look at one of our many members.
Okay, talk to you later. I started in this business in 1988 when I retired from the civil service. I started out by buying 5 tractors in Arkansas, but since then I've expanded quite a bit. I started the store in 2000 in Mall of the Bluffs, and I moved to 521 South Main on the 1st of February 2013. I enjoy it. You get to talk to a lot of the older farmers that they'll buy a tractor that they used to have, and we sit and talk about that. And they come in and they talk to me about how their crops are doing, and I was raised on a farm, so I know a little bit about farming. I used to do the toy shows, you know, every weekend I'd be somewhere at a toy show or a antique show or something. It's a lot easier having a store where you can just shut the door and go home in the evenings. I have both Farmall, John Deere, Alice Chalmers, Ford, all the brand names of tractors and implements. I have the Growing Up Girls, which is very popular. It's a birthday girls they start at the baby and go all the way up to the bride. And the ladies like those. And the guys, of course, they come right straight to the tractors and back to the die-cast cars and the model kits. It's kind of like a candy store for the collector or the kids. You know, the kids come in here and they run right to the Hot Wheels where they can, you know, take them out and lay them on the floor and play with them a little bit. I don't really encourage that, but you can't stop it either. So, and here I am. I've got a big collection now.
The Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce strives to provide projects and programs for our members. We have a variety of networking and marketing tools designed for members to make new business contacts and increase their bottom line. From after hours and ribbon cuttings to business recruitment, the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce is there. Stay tuned to CBTV 17 for more Chamber member spotlights.
Still to come, the Beaver Beat is back with Iowa Western events on and off campus, plus our weekly events calendar. You're watching Council Bluffs News.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course! This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
We're getting job experience just learning about it.
They help you realize what's going to be like out there.
If you want to be able to have some fun and be able to turn your idea into a great idea, come to the Culinary Arts program.
inviting you to join us to learn about cooking and about food. You'll make soups and sauces, you'll produce cold food, and you'll even get to work in the bakery. And eventually, you'll learn management skills. We have several different programs at our disposal, and you can take any one of them. So please, join us at Iowa Western Community College.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
What's up, Reavers? Welcome to a special edition of the Reaver Beat. In this special edition of the Reaver Beat, we're coming from Cedar Falls, Iowa, where the Graphic Edge Bowl was played. In this episode, we're going to look at how the Reavers played against Butler Community College, and we're going to take a look at the mascots playing basketball on the court. Let's get started.
Reaver football takes on Butler Community College at the Unidome. An intense game, but the Reavers hold off to take home the victory. It's not just the players making the game exciting. It's the Reaver spirit in the dome that keeps their adrenaline high.
Probably the whole game because I just had fun cheering at it and just being in front of a crowd.
Not only did Veronica have a good time, she leaves the dome with good memories too.
For the experience in this dome, it's such a good experience to be here and cheer on my teammates. It's such a good year.
Matt Meyer also had a similar perspective, and he is really pumped about defensive play.
It'd be the interception that kind of sealed it towards the end.
Parents and cheerleaders showed great support throughout the season. Iowa Western knows it's nice to end the season with a lot of support. Back at Iowa Western, during the halftime at the men's basketball game, 3 mascots took the court for an old-fashioned shootout. The showdown between Durango, the Maverick, and Rocky Reaver was an intense battle, but Rocky came out as the winner.
Here's what's cracking on campus.
On December 11th, the number 7 ranked Reavers men basketball squad will take on Iowa Lakes at 7 p.m. in Kingsville Arena. After you're done with your finals, you can sell and return your books to the bookstore until December 13th. If you have any questions, you can call the bookstore 712-325-3231. And some students are leaving Iowa Western with their degrees. Graduation is Saturday, December 14th at 10 a.m. at Kingsville Arena. Congratulations to the graduates and good luck.
That's it for this edition of Reaver Beat. Make sure you like us on Facebook. If you have any messages, be sure to send us a message. I'm DH for Reaver Beat. Stay smooth, stay safe. Now here's what's happening in and around the Council Bluffs area. Happy holidays, everybody.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. Feast your eyes upon candy, cookies, and gumdrops through December 31st at the Canesville Tabernacle. More than 100 gingerbread houses are on display for the A Child's Christmas theme. A free event, the whole family is invited from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day except Christmas Day. This is the 9th annual Christmas Gingerbread House Display. If you're looking for something fun to do with the family, you can check out the General Dodge House's Family Nights. The 3 first Thursdays of December, the house is open to the public from 6 to 8 p.m. Also at the General Dodge House, there will be a New Year's Eve dinner in the ballroom. Starting at 6 p.m., you can go through the house and eat a meal before heading off to other New Year's celebrations. First night is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Bring the whole family to see bands and magicians. There are even activities such as face painting for the little ones. The annual celebration starts at 4:30 p.m. with the kids' activities at the Mid-America Center. The following acts each perform from 4:45 to 8 p.m. Magician Amazing Arthur will be at the Mid-America Center. WGO will perform Motown music at St. John's Lutheran Church. Go back to the 50s and 60s with Young Elvis at the Public Library. Enjoy jazz music with the Thomas Clue Quartet at the First Baptist Church. Swing to the sounds of Gooch and the Guys at the First Congregational Church. And to wrap up the evening, Brûlé will perform in the Mid-America Center Arena from 8 to 9 and 9:30 to 10:30. The cost is $10 per person. Children 12 and under are free. You'll receive a button that will get you into all of the locations. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, send us an email at cbtv@iwcc.edu. Pick up the phone and call 712-325-3312 or message us on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/cbtv17. This is the last Council Bluffs News of 2013. Tune in next week to see a special preview of what's to come on first night, Council Bluffs' New Year's Eve celebration. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner. Happy holidays.